What's up, Weirdlings? It's been a crazy couple of months for me, and I have realized how important it is to be able to have virtual options to my in-person options, especially when it comes to board gaming night. So I thought I would tell you some of my tips and tricks on how to organize a board gaming night online, or virtually, or whatever you want to call it. Just realized I didn't check to see if I had enough space to start this recording. So before you even start your board gaming night, you're gonna have to schedule it on everybody's calendars. We're all busy people and everyone's got busy calendars. There are multiple ways to do this, through text message, through email, through calendar, whatever works best for you. But let me show you Doodle. Doodle's really neat so that you can take a poll of when everyone's available and then put it on the calendar accordingly. Like I stated, Doodle allows you to simplify scheduling. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of this, but if you want to sponsor me, Google, please. Please. It allows you to schedule multiple events. You can do this in several ways. You will need a Google account, but you'll fill in your title. Virtual board game night. Hey, the sound of typing. It's cute, huh? You can enter a location or all this stuff. And then your name, Mary the KnittingDev. At KnittingDev at theweirdlings.com. Or is it Mary? Let's say it's Mary. Let's just say it's Mary. And then you'll propose some dates, like this weekend. And you can be like, hey, look, let's insert some times as well. So let's do like 7... Or, this is really exciting stuff, folks. And then you'll do a basic poll, and then you can add the link, and you can invite them. And then all that, you get a link, a participation link, so you can send this link to all of your friends, and they can fill out this little doodle. So you can just be like, hey, I can go that night, I can go that night, I can go that night. Nope, can't go any of those nights. Sure, let's do those, etc., etc. They'll enter their name. And then, as people fill in the poll, you get an idea, like a visual representation of when everyone is available, which is super cool, and it makes scheduling super easy because you can be like, where's everybody green, or where's most people green? And you can deal with it that way. I really enjoy using Doodle for scheduling. I think it helps out a whole lot. It's not gonna solve the issue where everyone's got something scheduled at the same time and you can't go, but it can get a general consensus on when things are gonna happen. Now that you have a date and time set up, it is probably a good time as the host to figure out what games you're going to be playing and to get Tabletop Simulator up and running. If you don't know what Tabletop Simulator is a way to, well, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a tabletop simulator. It allows you to play card games, board games, dungeon mastering games, all kinds of stuff on your computer. And there's a ton of free stuff in the Steam Workshop that allows you to play those games. Tabletop Simulator runs for $19.99 US, and it's a great way to bring people together so that you can play board games. So let me show you how this works. After you've purchased and downloaded Tabletop Simulator and made sure all of your friends have Tabletop Simulator because they will need it to play, you will then go to the Steam Workshop to be able to find games that you may like to play or want to play. For those of you that don't know how to get to the Steam Workshop, there's a couple ways you can get there. One of the easiest ways I've found is I go to my game here, and then I go to Community Guidelines, and then I go to Workshop. Workshop. Just kidding. Wrong workshop. Once you're here, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can search for games that you want to play. Like, let's look up Suro. Find Suro. Awesome. You can check it out. Sometimes there's pictures of it, sometimes there's not. And then you need to hit the subscribe button. After you've subscribed to all the games you can think of that you would want to play, it is now time to have your board gaming night. To launch a game, you are going to hit multiplayer and then host server. You will create a server name and password that will help people get there, and you can set a max player limit so that people can't randomly find you or guess your password. Once you create the server, that will allow people to come into game and play with you. But first, you're gonna need to find that game you found. So Sura was the one that we added, and it should take a minute to load up. As the host, you are the only one that needs to have the game. Once you have the game, then everyone else who comes into your server can play the game with you. And you can see it's fairly easy to understand what's going on here. You've got the board, you've got your tiles, and you can deal them out to people. You've got pieces, you can be like, hey, you're yellow player, you're purple player, wee! I'm green player. Seriously. Always green player. I will go more in depth into Tabletop Simulator later, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to host a game. The last little bit you will need to host a game is you will need some kind of auditory way to hear your friends. You can use the in-game audio, or you can use something like Discord, which, by the way, the Weirdlings has a Discord if you ever want to have voice chat stuff for board gaming and gaming in general. And there you can hang out in the Weirdlings. Links down in the description thingamahopper. That's what we use for our board gaming nights on our stream stuff. Yeah. Or you can always use like good defaults like Skype or whatever it takes for you to get like conference audio calls going. Whatever makes you happy in the audio realm is what you should use. And that is all it takes to have a virtual board gaming night. You schedule it and you can use Tabletop Simulator to play the game. Now, there are multiple other ways that you can play board games together. There's Roll20, there's the one that we use for our Patreon games. Fantasy Grounds. You can also use Fantasy Grounds. There are a multitude of different ways that you can get together, especially if you want to role play. Roll20 is a role-playing system. Fantasy Grounds is a role-playing system. I don't know of any other efficient way to play board games. I have found that Tabletop Simulator is the easiest way to play board games together and have fun. Please let me know down below if you have any questions about how this works or if there's something I didn't cover in depth. I will be doing a future tutorial about Tabletop Simulator and better wrapping how Tabletop Simulator works and how you can do your own mods and all kinds of stuff. I have future Tabletop Simulator stuff for you because it is such an awesome system. For those of you that are interested in hanging out with me live, you can come to our community board gaming night on Saturday, September 17th on twitch.tv/Weirdlings. That is where I will be hosting our own virtual board gaming night with the community. We're gonna have fun, play some board games, laugh, just generally be goofy people. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this video. I hope that you have some virtual board gaming nights in your future planned. If you do, let me know down below how this helped you out, if it did at all. Alright, Weirdlings, I will see you next week. Bye!